Foggy morning. Still have the moon up there. Mr. Sunshine's gonna have a hard time getting through the fog, but he will. Good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Café time. One more. It's cold. Got down to 40, 41. I think it said 40 at one time, and then when I touched the thermometer, it jumped to 41. My little thermometer in my backpack. Supposed to only go down to 46, but nope. Out here in the prairie, it's a little lower. It's not windy though, so that's good. I don't have my puppy. I don't bring my puppy for this trip. These last two trips, I have not brought it, and I probably should. But I'm glad I got this thicker mid layer, Melanzana lookalike, or wannabe layer. It's warm. It's a little heavy though and bulky. Well, I don't know about the weight, but it is heavier than my Outdoor Vitals Dragon Wool. Okay, so welcome to day 49. So I decided to go ahead and push another 20 today, 20 plus. And apparently the second half, once I get out of the state park and get closer to River Ranch, is road walks and easy hiking. So dirt roads, I believe, something like that. So very little trail left until I get past Highway 60 and then another road walk, but I'm only going to Highway 60. So I decided to go ahead and push it today. I'm gonna get started early at 7 or I think it's already 7. And finish the day no later than 5 or 6. Waited until the sun was completely down and there was no light on the horizon to go out and see the stars. It was beautiful. It was definitely clear. I could almost see the Milky Way, but I could definitely see way more stars than I get to see where I live. There's no light pollution, as they call it, to see the stars. So definitely worth coming out here if you like to see the stars. Could see all the constellations and stuff, and very clear. Okay, everybody, I have never seen this. It's sort of a rainbow or an arch, but there's absolutely no rain. It's a sunrise rainbow, 2 of them no less. One there, or 3, 2, and then maybe a third one. Look, you can see the second one over there clearly. I have never seen this. There's no rain, there's no rain clouds. The only thing that is in front of the sun is the fog. I was browsing through Facebook last night and I saw that the FTA chapter that takes care of this section had built a new bridge, boardwalk. But here it is. Here's the boardwalk that they built. It is a low area, full of water, I'm sure. I'll check to see which mile marker it is and post it here. But this is looking awesome. I'm probably the first hiker to go through it since they just finished it yesterday, I think. Thank you very much, FTA. It is definitely appreciated. Let's see, I gotta get across this lock. Hopefully it's open. I'm sure there's a caretaker here today. Florida Trail. This way. There's the lock holding all the water. Another lock. And I'm through. It's warming up quick. 67. Went up 27 degrees since this morning. That was quick. There's a truck park up here. I'm not sure if there's a parking lot or trailhead or just somebody camping out there. Hunting maybe. So through the park, I'm not sure why anybody would want to come hike there. Just do hikes in the Kissimmee Prairie would not be something I would be interested on, to be honest. Maybe ride a mountain bike. It looks like a hunter. It's got the license plate of a hunter deer. All right, let's not get shot in that. So yeah, I wouldn't come to that state park just to do hikes. That state park is definitely for stargazing, as it is listed. I'm entering, I think I've entered Kisso. It's spelled K-I-C-C-O, and I think it's pronounced Kisso. To me, it's Kiko, but I guess it's Kisso. Kisso it is. All right, we're gonna follow the red line. Stay on this one. See you in a bit. Nos vemos. Sorry to show you my dirty feet. I already kind of cleaned them at the bottom. Put some Gluco tape where my blisters are. I didn't have this one. Today I got a blister on my left foot. I think it's because I switched my socks and they're pretty crusty. I need to clean those up, wash them, and so I've been laying down here in this park. Forget the name of it. It's right on Kisso. Waiting here half an hour or so now. Got a couple of snacks. It's 11:50, almost 12. I got about 8 point something miles done, so I still have 12. Sorry. Sorry to cover there the camera. Yeah, I'm taking a kind of a laid down break snack. I haven't had lunch. I'm already thinking of what I'm gonna have for dinner. But I might hit something where I need some, feel like I need protein. So probably some sort of steak or beef or something like that. Anyway, I don't want to think about it. I still have 12 miles, so that's at least 6 hours, maybe 5 hours before I'm done. So yeah, I'm just laying down here. I put the Nemo switchback. I really love this Nemo switchback, even though it creates a bigger pack on just lays on top of my pack, and it just kind of looks weird when I'm carrying it. But I'm so glad I brought it. I'm sleeping better, and I think that's the only thing I changed, other than it came with a quilt. As much as I hate the drives when it's really cold, I don't like the mummy's bags. Haven't found a bag that is comfortable enough, but I don't, so I may have to get a Sim Baby. I'm gonna try one of those next. I just wish they had a better return policy. I think they only give you 15 days to return it, and anyway, we'll give that a try next when I get some spending money. So I'm wearing out my shoes here because my socks are. Somebody's having a party. About 11 days so far.
Oh shit.
Yeah, from Cyprus.
Where's your car out at?
What's that?
Big Cypress? Or
Yes, Big Cypress down there at the visitor center, Oasis.
yeah.
So I'm headed over to Highway 60 today so I can go into town somewhere.
Oh shit.
Clean up.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Good for you, baby.
All right, have a good one. See ya. Oh, I didn't expect anything less from this place called River Ranch. So I was saying that I didn't expect anything less from the big buggy tourists. They're giving rides to the people staying here at the resort. It's a beautiful place, but if you like camping, you like just a little bit of outdoors and ranch, but not enough to be out there totally primitive camping. It is expensive. Those wagons, those teepees, those are really nice places to stay at. Then they have the hotel. There's something going on. I see a bunch of tents over there. Huh. Blue tents up there. So yeah, this place, resort ranch, but I didn't expect anything less from those people. They see you a hiker, they kind of know you come through here hiking. At least the driver did, and the group before him with all a bunch of kids. I didn't want to record them, but they were asking me all about the Florida Trail and things like that. So yeah, we'll see what this guy says to me. Do not feed the animals. Yeah, right there, it says it right there. He's a worker. He probably knows people hike by here. So it's kind of tiring to explain people. The caretaker was asking me to, and other people that I ran into, explain to them that you just kind of explain the Florida Trail, and you don't want to lie about it. I can't explain how I've been, it's hard enough for them to comprehend the Florida Trail that comes through here, goes across the state for 1,200 miles or so, 14, and then trying to explain to them that, I'm doing it in sections and jumping around. It's too much. So I just kind of tell them, oh yeah, I did start in Cyprus 11 days ago, because that's really how long it's taking me to get here. 11 days, even though I did it in 2 sections. 5 days to Lake Okeechobee, and then another 5 days from there to here. Actually 4 days, 4.5, something like that. I've been pulling 20 miles a day now, so yeah, I could have done it in 5 days. Rodeo contestant parking. Yeah, there's probably going to be some sort of event going on. Yeah, I went through there.
Okay.
Yes, I went through there already.
Okay.
Yeah, much farther than that, but yeah, I came through there earlier.
Okay. Are you planning on spending the night here or something?
No, I'm going all the way to Highway 60 and getting picked up there. It's too early to stop right now.
Okay.
Still a lot of daylight.
Can you walk down that way to Highway 60 then?
Somewhere there, yeah, I just gotta follow the orange places.
If you get to the fence,
Mm-hmm.
take a left, and you'll go through the gate down there.
Okay.
Come in. Highway 60 is 3 miles, right on that road.
Okay, sure, I'll run
on
into
that
it.
road. Good for you.
Yep,
Good
yep.
for you. So you said you've gone even further than that, huh?
Yeah, I'm on the Florida Trail.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, the Florida Trail comes right through here.
Yep. And I've done some of it, but not anything like what you have, obviously.
Yeah, I'd like to get out there and spend the night out there in the woods and enjoy the
Good for
solitude.
you. Yeah, so you just take a left right out here at the white fence.
Do you mind if I use our conversation?
Not at all.
I was recording it.
Okay.
Okay, Mike. Have a good one, sir.
You do it too, all right?
You too. Well, I got his permission. This is a zoo. So much heavy traffic. Gee, golf carts and everything. I'm standing here looking at this tents and everything. I thought it was like a vending area. I see a lot of grills, but nobody offered to come over. Give me a hot dog. So I gotta walk 1 mile to Highway 60 from here, or longer. Okay, I'm leaving the River Ranch Resort area. Let's take the trails over here. Kind of hidden. Well, I guess I can't have my cake and eat it too. I'm glad I left the road, but I'm not happy that I'm back in fire break. At least I can walk over here on the edge, so it's fine. At least for this section. I was just reflecting on, didn't really realize it until later, that when you're out in isolation or in the woods like us, hiking for days, when you finally come to civilization, or at least when you see all the humans, it's quite a spectacle. I was entertained just as much as they were, but I think it was sensory overload. I've heard others talk about this. You know, when you go back to normal life after you're done with a through hike. You know, it's not I'm not going to talk about trail depression or anything like that, because I'm only doing short section hikes. But you know, when you're out on the trail for days and you don't see anybody, it was like too much. It was too much to take on. First saw a group of teenagers with adults. You know, they all had their own same shirt. They were just having a great time walking in the woods like nothing. And when they got out of the trailhead, they got on the golf carts and went right back to their, wherever they came from. They're probably staying at the ranch, one of the camps. Then I got to River Ranch and resort. You know, it's a resort. People pay a lot of money to stay at those places, and they're probably not used to being outdoors. They want to be close to the outdoors, but not quite outdoorsy. So to see a hiker who's walking around for the parents or those kids stopped me and were asking me a bunch of questions. Excuse me. What do I eat? Where do I sleep? And things like that. How long is the trail? And then they all just kind of gather around me. I was the spectacle. It was too much. It overwhelmed with all the things that you see, hear, smell, and when I got to River Ranch, got stopped by that older gentleman, Mike, on his electric bike. He had seen me on the road, so he stopped to ask me if I had just come out of Kissimmee and how things were. So I started explaining to him about the trail. And then at the end, he was giving me suggestions on where to eat and where to go, how to get to Highway 60. He was trying to be helpful, I guess. Maybe he thought I was lost. Sure, he thought I was homeless. So I did get his permission to use his, told him my channel name to use his conversation. I did record it kind of secretly, but I did tell him afterwards. And then after that, I was just the amount of people driving cars, trucks, golf carts, and you could see people stopping on the side of the road to look at the horses, to let the little kids out and look at the horses. Probably never seen a horse before, the little kids and stuff. And then across the street, there was a bunch of tents and tarps and grills, and you could smell the hot dogs, the burgers, and people. There was a group of people playing kickball. Not kickball, but like kick baseball. I could hear the shooting. There's some shooting going on in the back. It was probably those, what do they call them? Where you release a target and then you shoot it in the air. I think they have that there. Skid shooting, I think. The rodeo was going on later today. Just a ton of people. Sensory overload. Too much. I stopped in the middle of the road to look at people. I didn't realize it at first until later. It hit me later. So I was entertained just by looking at society, how we are. I was just entertained looking at them. I'm sure they were looking at me the same way. Who is that homeless guy walking around with an umbrella on his head? Anyway, it's just interesting to finally, well, not that I was expecting it, but it happened. I didn't even realize it. Just to experience that you are in the woods by yourself all this time, and you kind of put the real world behind you. You forget about it. You forget about this mortgage to be paid, this insurance payment coming up, what you're going to eat later. Well, you do think about eating a lot out here, of course. Pool pump broken, leaking water, not working. And just all kinds of other things going on. You leave all of that behind to come out here to the woods. There's nothing you can do but hike. Where are you going to be tonight? Where are you going to sleep? What you're going to eat? Where are you going to find water? That's it. That's all there is to think about. Well, I mean, of course, you think about everything else, but there's nothing else you can do about anything else, the other things. In a way, it relaxes your mind. It puts me at ease. It kind of clears everything. Then all of a sudden, when I saw all of that, I was, whoa, what's going on here? And it was just normal life. It was just a normal weekend at our resort. People are having fun, enjoying, staying in the wagons, glamping. Nothing wrong with that. It was awesome to experience it. Afterwards, I realized it. Kind of woken up to reality. It gives me when you go back to your normal life, more appreciation of what you have, of the things we take for granted, the simple things. You open the faucet, the water is right there. You open the door to the bathroom and the toilet is right there. There's toilet paper. By the way, I'm almost out of toilet paper. Today I would have ran out of toilet paper. Food. You open the pantry and it's full of food. The fridge, boom. You take those things for granted that we have so accessible and abundance. Thanks the Lord for it. Anyway, all right. Well, I got about less than 3 miles to go. Then I'm gonna get picked up and go clean up. I am at almost a Highway 60, so. Well, I made it to Highway 60. I just climbed over that fence that doesn't open. You have to climb over it. And here's a busy highway. Wrapping up day 49. Thank you for watching. See you at the next one. Nos vemos on the next one. Super busy highway, Highway 60.